What if I told you that right now, in 2024, with all our technology and billions spent on research, scientists still can't explain some of the most basic things around us? From phenomena happening inside your own body to events witnessed by millions, these mysteries have stumped the brightest minds for decades. And number one, it's something so common, you've probably experienced it yourself. Yet science has absolutely no idea why it happens. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button and drop a comment telling us which mystery blows your mind the most. Imagine hearing a low-frequency hum that never stops, 24 hours a day, driving you to the edge of sanity. In Taos, New Mexico, about 2% of residents report hearing this persistent droning sound that's been documented since the early 1990s. Scientists have used sensitive equipment to measure sound frequencies down to 10 Hz, but they found nothing that explains what thousands of people are hearing. The hum has been reported in at least 50 different locations worldwide, from Bristol, England, to Bondi, Australia. Here's the kicker. Most people can't hear it at all, and those who do describe it as similar to a diesel engine idling in the distance. The US government even conducted official investigations in the 1990s, spending over $100,000, and came up completely empty. No electromagnetic waves, no industrial sources, no geological activity. You're standing in a thunderstorm when suddenly a glowing sphere the size of a basketball floats through the air, passes right through your window, and vanishes with a loud pop. Sounds like science fiction, right? Ball lightning has been reported for centuries, with over 10,000 documented sightings, yet scientists still can't reproduce it or explain how it forms. These mysterious spheres range from 10 to 100 centimeters in diameter, glow as bright as a 100-watt light bulb, and can last anywhere from 1 second to 2 minutes. They've been seen floating through aircraft cabins at 30,000 feet, passing through solid walls, and even exploding with enough force to knock people off their feet. In 2012, Chinese scientists accidentally captured ball lightning on video for the first time using high-speed cameras, confirming it's real. But how does a ball of plasma maintain its shape and energy for so long? Every year, the Arctic tern flies 44,000 miles from the Arctic to Antarctica and back, the longest migration of any animal on Earth. That's like flying around the entire planet nearly twice. But here's what's crazy. Scientists have no idea how these birds, or any migrating animals, navigate with such pinpoint accuracy. Loggerhead sea turtle hatchlings, weighing just 20 grams, emerge from beaches in Florida and somehow navigate 9,000 miles across the Atlantic Ocean to feeding grounds off the coast of Africa, then return to the exact same beach where they were born 20 years later. Researchers have proposed theories involving Earth's magnetic field, star patterns, and even quantum mechanics happening in birds' eyes, but none fully explain the phenomenon. Experiments have shown that disrupting magnetic fields confuses some animals, but others navigate perfectly fine. Salmon can detect their home stream's unique chemical signature, but how do they find it across thousands of miles of ocean? Here's something that'll mess with your head. Give someone a sugar pill, tell them it's medicine, and their body can actually heal itself. The placebo effect has been documented in thousands of clinical trials, and it's so powerful that pharmaceutical companies have to prove their drugs work better than fake pills. In some studies, placebos have been shown to be up to 60% as effective as actual painkillers. Even crazier, in 2014, researchers at Harvard found that placebos still worked, even when patients were told they were taking fake pills, with 59% reporting significant pain relief. Brain scans show that placebos trigger the release of real endorphins, dopamine, and other chemicals, the same as actual drugs. Fake knee surgeries, where doctors just made incisions without actually operating, have resulted in the same pain relief as real operations in controlled studies. Your mind is literally healing your body, and science cannot explain the mechanism. It's like your brain has a pharmacy it can access at will, but we don't know where the key is. Everything you can see in the universe, every star, planet, galaxy, and cloud of gas, makes up only 5% of what's actually out there. Let that sink in. Scientists have calculated that 27% of the universe is dark matter, and 68% is dark energy, but they have absolutely no idea what either of these things actually are. We only know they exist because galaxies rotate way faster than they should, based on visible matter alone. They'd literally fly apart without something invisible holding them together. Dark matter is estimated to outweigh regular matter by a ratio of 6-to-1, meaning there's 6 times more invisible stuff than everything we can see. Billions of dollars have been spent on detectors buried miles underground, trying to catch a single dark matter particle. So far, nothing. Dark energy is even weirder. It's apparently pushing the entire universe apart at an accelerating rate, like anti-gravity on cosmic steroids. The universe's biggest secret, hiding in plain sight. You're aware you're watching this video right now. You're having thoughts, feelings, and experiencing reality as a continuous stream. But why? Neuroscientists can map every neuron in your brain, all 86 billion of them, trace electrical signals, measure chemical reactions, but they cannot explain how physical matter creates subjective experience. This is called the hard problem of consciousness, and it's stumped philosophers and scientists for centuries. Your brain is essentially 3 pounds of fatty tissue, about the consistency of firm jello, using just 20 watts of power, less than a refrigerator light bulb. Yet somehow, it generates the entire universe of your inner experience. Researchers can tell when you're conscious or unconscious by looking at brain scans, but they can't explain what consciousness actually is or how it emerges. Some theories suggest consciousness might be a fundamental property of the universe, like gravity or electromagnetism. Others think it might be quantum processes in brain cells. The truth is, we're completely in the dark about the thing we experience every waking moment. On August 15th, 1977, at 11:16 p.m., a radio telescope in Ohio picked up a signal from space so powerful and unusual that the astronomer on duty literally wrote "wow" next to the printout. This 72-second transmission was 30 times stronger than normal background radiation, and came from the direction of the constellation Sagittarius, about 120 light-years away. The signal matched exactly what scientists would expect from an intelligent alien civilization trying to communicate. It was transmitted on a frequency of 1420 MHz, the same frequency that hydrogen naturally emits, which researchers have long theorized would be a universal calling card. Despite dozens of attempts using the world's most powerful telescopes, including over 100 hours of observation time, the signal has never been detected again. It wasn't a satellite, not a planet, not a comet. Everything's been ruled out. Was it aliens? A massive cosmic fluke? Nearly 50 years later, with technology thousands of times more advanced, we still have absolutely no explanation. Einstein called it spooky action at a distance, and he hated it because it seemed impossible. When two particles become entangled, they remain mysteriously connected no matter how far apart they are. Change one particle and the other changes instantly, even if it's on the other side of the universe. And we're not talking slow, we're talking faster than light, which shouldn't be possible according to Einstein's own theories. Scientists have proven this happens in experiments over and over, creating entangled photons and separating them by distances up to 1,200 kilometers. And the effect still works with 0 time delay. In 2017, Chinese researchers used a satellite to create entangled particles between Beijing and Vienna, 7,600 kilometers apart, and the connection was instantaneous. It's like having two magic coins. Flip one to heads and the other becomes tails immediately, no matter where it is. Quantum computers are being built using this phenomenon right now, but ask any physicist to explain how it actually works and you'll get math equations, not answers. Reality is stranger than we ever imagined. Around 3.8 billion years ago, somehow, somewhere on Earth, non-living chemicals organized themselves into the first living cell. And science has absolutely no idea how that happened. Think about it. A living cell, even the simplest bacteria, contains about 2,000 different proteins, each one a precise sequence of hundreds of amino acids that have to fold exactly right. The odds of these forming by random chance have been calculated at roughly 1 in 10 to the power of 40,000. That's a number with 40,000 zeros. For comparison, there are only about 10 to the power of 80 atoms in the entire observable universe. Scientists have tried for decades to recreate the origin of life in labs, mixing all the right chemicals under every condition imaginable. And they've managed to create some amino acids and simple molecules, but never anything close to a living cell. The famous Miller-Urey experiment in 1952 produced organic compounds, but that's like making bricks and claiming you've built a house. DNA needs proteins to form, but proteins need DNA to be coded. It's a chicken and egg problem that's never been solved. You will spend about 26 years of your life doing it. Every animal with a brain does it. You'll literally die without it after about 11 days. But science cannot explain why we sleep. Sure, we know sleep deprivation is terrible for you, causing hallucinations, psychosis, and eventually death. But that doesn't answer why we need to become unconscious for 8 hours every single day. From an evolutionary standpoint, sleep is incredibly dangerous. You're vulnerable to predators. You're not finding food. You're not reproducing. Any species that didn't need sleep would have a massive advantage. Yet every creature with a nervous system does it. Dolphins and some birds have evolved to sleep with only half their brain at a time, so they can stay alert, proving how critical survival is. Yet they still can't eliminate sleep entirely. We know the brain clears out waste proteins during sleep and consolidates memories. But you don't need to be unconscious for that. Some theories suggest dreaming helps process emotions or simulate threats. But people who never dream due to brain injuries live normal lives. The fact that we spend a third of our existence in a vulnerable, unconscious state, and science still doesn't know why, is mind-blowing. Sweet dreams tonight, and remember, nobody knows why you're having them. Here's a bonus fact that'll keep you up at night. Scientists recently discovered that trees can communicate through underground fungal networks, sharing nutrients and warning each other about threats. They've called it the Wood Wide Web, and we have no idea how complex this network really is, or if it qualifies as a form of intelligence. If you made it this far, you're clearly curious about the world's biggest mysteries. So smash that subscribe button for more mind-bending content. And here's my question for you. Which of these mysteries do you think science will solve first? Or are some things just meant to stay unexplained? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.